Health news, eating chicken instead of red meat may not be a healthier choice after all.
All right, joining us now, registered dietitian Sherry Bookvar. This will come as a surprise to a lot of people. You do think chicken is just innately healthier than a steak or a burger.
Of course.
It's the cholesterol, though, is the problem, right?
Actually, no. It's the saturated fat. That's the problem.
Okay.
And in fact, that's what the study looked at.
Okay.
They looked at over 100 healthy men and women. They looked at their consumption of protein coming from red meat, white meat, and plant protein with equal amounts of saturated fat.
Okay.
Now, there were two findings. The first one was not surprising, which was that those that ate red meat and white meat, chicken, had higher cholesterol levels, blood cholesterol levels, than those from the plant-based group.
Okay.
Not surprising.
Right.
The interesting thing for the second finding is that those that ate the red meat and the white meat of equal saturated fat content had the same blood cholesterol levels. Keep in mind that the study did not look at grass-fed beef, it didn't look at processed meats, and it didn't look at fish. But the take-home message is, number one, which we've known for a long time now, which is to eat more of a plant-based diet for cholesterol levels and heart health, not to mention that the fiber that's in it and other nutrients. But we also need to choose as lean as we can if we're going to eat red meat and poultry, meaning poultry breast, so chicken breast, turkey breast. If you're making steak at home, you want to choose lean. London broil, flank steak, if you're out at a restaurant, sirloin or filet. Even pork tenderloin is very lean. So we want to go as lean as possible, meaning as little saturated fat as possible. I'm always telling my clients, if you're going to eat chicken or turkey, stay away from the leg, the thigh, the wing as best as you can.
And all these salad chains now are trying to do the blackened chicken thigh thing. That's the thing. So
but it's higher in saturated fat.
So go for the breast.
As best as you can. Go for as lean as possible. The lower the fat, the lower the saturated fat, and that's the key.
Gotcha.
By the way, cholesterol from food doesn't affect your dietary cholesterol that much. It's saturated fat that does.
Okay. Good to know. All right, and the latest
food
trend could be fiber. Experts say without it in your diet, you could sabotage your weight loss plan, meaning you don't feel full, so you just eat a bunch of garbage, basically, right?
True, it gives you that
This is like the diet of the moment, though. I feel like everybody's now talking about fiber.
Okay, so fiber is finally having that day in the sun. It's never been trendy or exciting. However, there are some popular diets now that tout fiber. Why? Because it helps to fill you up, gives that feeling of satiety. That's right.
Yes.
It helps with heart health.
That's my favorite diet word, satiety. I always thought it was satiety until she set me straight.
So it also is going to help with heart health, weight control, energy levels. So what you're going to find is that a lot of it's already happening with bars and shakes, is that they're adding extracted fiber to it. You're going to find that a lot of foods on the marketing, on their labels, are going to tout the fiber content. Fiber is healthy for you. Coming from whole grains, fruit, vegetables, beans, legumes are so wonderful.
Right.
So the only thing that I would kind of err on the side of caution is if you're eating a lot of extracted fiber in your snacks, bars and shakes. That's not a replacement for true high fiber foods.
Like an apple, something, you eat that, it's like, wow, all right.
Of course. And it's still better to have that than to have low fiber snacks that aren't going to fill you up. And there are benefits to some of those added fibers. But yes, you're going to see a lot of this on packages and labels. And I tell people, always look on the nutrition facts label. Don't ignore fiber. You can look at sugar, you can look at carbs, but look at fiber also.
Very quickly, do you have to up your water intake if you're going to also up your fiber intake?
Yes, I'm glad you brought that up. If you eat too much fiber, it can actually do the opposite. It can actually constipate you. You want to have enough fiber to help it do its job in terms of digestive health, and also to help fill you up as well. So yes,
good to drink water in general.
Always.
Yes.
As difficult as it may be.
Yes, especially in this weather.
Yes. All right. Thank you very much. Sherry Bookvar, I appreciate it.
Speaking of